Yes, Aaron Zalberger with the Public Defender's Office, Aaronzeilberger.
Good morning. I'm going to call the list as it's been handed to me. When your name is called, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll come up and stand next to the lectern there, and I'll ask you your name. Each of you have been arrested either because a warrant was issued by a judge or a law enforcement officer determined there was probable cause for your arrest. According to the law, you are each entitled to an independent examination as to whether or not there exists probable cause for your arrest. I have read each of the arrest affidavits for those of you arrested on that, and I will announce that finding as well as setting a bond in each of your cases. The first case I have is Arzola de Leon.
Sir,
Yes.
sorry, Your Honor, I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry to interrupt. Corrections wanted to know if it would be possible to address a case. There's some medical issues, so Corrections wanted to know if we could address Joshua Eggerman first.
The answer is yes.
Okay, thank you. He's approaching. He's present.
Okay, there we go. Okay, tell me your name, please.
Josh Eggerman.
How come the camera is off to the side there? Maybe you should switch with him.
Not.
I want to be able to see
Perhaps.
these people.
Let me see.
There we go.
Your Honor, can you see the defendant?
I can see him now. Hi, Josh.
Okay, yeah. I tested the camera.
Okay, you've been arrested on a charge of resisting without violence and trespass in an occupied structure. There is probable cause for your arrest. You do not qualify for pretrial release. You have open cases with warrants issued from Palm Beach County. I will go ahead and find there's probable cause. The bonds are set at $500 on each count for a total of $1,000. I will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to assist you. Good luck, sir. Next
Okay.
is Arzola de Leon.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. De Leon requires a Spanish interpreter.
Okay.
Good morning. This is Jorge Bonilla, State Certified Court Interpreter.
Good morning, Mr. Bonilla. How are you today?
Morning, Your Honor. We're doing well.
Good. If you would ask Mr. Arzola de Leon to announce his identity.
Señor Arzola de León, acércate al micrófono. Declara tu nombre en voz alta, por favor.
José Arzola.
José Arzola.
Buenos dias, Mr. Arzola.
Buenos días.
You've been arrested on a charge, 2 counts of trafficking in heroin, and the
Fuiste
bond.
detenido bajo 2 cargos de acusación de tráfico de heroína.
Actually, it appears to be only 1 count, so your bond is only $50,000.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. How much was the bond again?
$50,000.
De hecho, fue tan solo un cargo, así que tu fianza es de $50,000.
I will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you.
Designaré al defensor público para que te represente.
Good luck, sir.
Buena suerte.
Next case is Pedro Calixto. Good morning, sir. Please tell me your name.
Pedro Calixto III.
You've been arrested on a charge of possession of a controlled substance. There is probable cause. The bond was initially set at $2,500. I'm going to reduce that to $1,000. It appears you were out on bond in case number 19 CT 1892. I am not going to take any action on that. I'll appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
I have an attorney.
Oh, then I won't appoint the Office of the Public Defender. Who do you have?
Actually, Your Honor, if
You
I
don't
could stand in,
You don't represent him.
Okay.
He doesn't
all
want you.
I was going to make a probable cause. I was going to make a probable cause argument, but I won't.
Can he say what he has to say, sir?
No, you have your own attorney. Have a good day. Nicole Chang. Nicole Morning. Tell me your name, please.
Your Honor,
You've been arrested on a warrant, and the bond has already been set at $3,500. I will appoint the office of the public defender to represent you. Good luck to you. Next is Carlos Cohen. Yes. Mr. Cohen, tell me your name, please.
Carlos Cohen.
You've been arrested on a warrant. The bonds have already been set. There are 4 counts of obtaining a controlled substance by fraud, so the total bond is $4,000. I will appoint the office of the public defender to represent you in this case. Good luck to you.
Your Honor, would you,
Hang on 1 second, sir.
oh, sorry about that, sorry.
Oh, plus pretrial release, okay. So apparently, thank you for pointing it out. Let's see, here's the charging document. Bill Beamer is still with the state. So, Judge Draper set bond. Donde está? Where's the arrest report?
It's on the second, it should be on the second.
Bonds with pretrial release. Okay, with pretrial release, according to Judge Draper, now retired Judge Draper. You wanted to say something, sir?
Judge, that's
Aaron?
also conditions of drug conditions, Judge.
Okay. Pretrial release with drug conditions. Aaron, you wanted to say something?
Yes, well, Your Honor, I mean, this is a 2011 case. I don't know if the state's filed an information. It looks like there may be some statute of limitations issues. I don't know if Your Honor would be willing to give Mr. Cohen a $2,000 bond with pretrial release conditions. I do realize the judge has previously set bond, but it's a 2011 case. It looks like a warrant was issued for whatever reason. The case hasn't been prosecuted in almost 10 years.
I hear you. Let's ask the state what their position is. Any objection to reducing the bond on each count to $500 for a total of $2,000 plus pretrial release with drug conditions?
yeah, I would object to reduce.
Any reason?
Well, Your Honor, it's a controlled substance by fraud. It's a
Okay.
felony.
Well, the warrant's been in existence for 7 years. That tells me that Mr. Cohen's been using a false name or he has not committed any crimes in that time. I'll grant the request. I'll reduce the bonds on all 4 counts to $500 with the same conditions of pretrial release with drug conditions. Good luck, Mr. Cohen. Next case I have is Nicole Eisner. And is there a victim in Nicole Eisner's case? Ma'am, tell me your name.
Nicole Eisner,
Good morning.
good morning.
There is probable cause for the battery charge. I'd like to release you on your own recognizance. Any objection to that?
No, sir.
Okay.
No?
And your name, sir?
Shane Ulmer.
Okay, good morning.
Morning.
I've read the police report. You're not concerned for your safety or anything of that nature?
No, sir.
Okay, then I'm going to release Ms. Eisner on her own recognizance. Does she still reside with you?
She can,
Okay.
but she has her own residence.
Okay, so Ms. Eisner, are you going to reside, I need an address so I know where to send notices to. Are you going to reside at 5275 Images Circle, Unit 208?
Correct.
Okay, if you move from there, you have to notify the clerk's office, because if I send you a court notice and you don't get it, you're going to be wearing orange in front of me again, and orange is not the new black, okay?
That won't happen.
Okay,
Got it.
Judge, for the record, can we ask for a no contact order?
no. Thank you. Good luck, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good luck, Ms. Eisner. The next case is Kayla Emery. State, the reason I said no is there are parental units for the alleged victim. She was going to the Department of Motor Vehicles. They got into a fight. She spit on him. I don't think I need a no contact order, but I understand your request. Ms. Emery, tell me your name, please. You've been arrested on a warrant, and it appears there's no bond on that warrant for grand theft of a motor vehicle. I will appoint the office of the public defender to represent you. Good luck, ma'am. You want me to repeat what's on? Okay. The next case is Warren Etienne. Tell me your name, please.
Juan K. Etienne.
You've been arrested on a violation of probation warrant for aggravated child abuse. There is no bond on that. I will appoint the office of the public defender to represent you. Thank you. Next case I have, well, actually, hang on, we have a lot here. Okay. You've also been arrested on a charge of dealing in stolen property and receiving money from a pawnbroker by false verification of ownership, which obviously led to your violation of probation. The documents are not in correct order. You were arrested initially on the false information, and then the dealing in stolen property was count 2. When the state attorney's office filed charges on you, they reversed the order, and therefore the bond on the dealing in stolen property, which you were arrested on, is count 2, but charged as count 1, is properly $2,500. The bond on the false information you were arrested on is count 1, but charged as count 2 is properly $1,000. So that should explain, Madam Clerk, why there appears to be a discrepancy. Okay. And I will appoint the office of the public defender to represent you, Mr. Etienne, on that. Good luck to you. Next is Wilson Feliciano Figueroa. Tell me your name, please.
He requires a Spanish interpreter, Judge.
Ah, we need an interpreter.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. If you would ask Mr. Wilson Feliciano Figueroa his name.
Caballero, su nombre, por favor. Caballero, ¿cuál es tu nombre?
Wilson Feliciano Figueroa.
Wilson Feliciano Figueroa.
Sir, you broke your promise, and you were arrested because you broke your promise. Your bond is $250. I will appoint the office of the public defender to represent you.
Caballero, fuiste detenido porque incumpliste tu promesa, tu fianza es de $250. Se designa al defensor público para que te represente.
Buenos dias. Austin Heinrichs. Tell me your name, please.
Austin Hendricks.
Sir, you broke your promise and you upset the judge, so that judge set a bond in the amount of $4,999. I will appoint the office of the public defender to represent you. Good luck to you. Next is Jeremiah Kinlock. Tell me your name, please.
Jeremiah Kinlaw.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested on a charge of aggravated assault and simple battery. Have we heard from the alleged victim in this case?
Judge, pretrial release attempted to call the victim. There was no answer. The victim did not call back.
Okay, then I'm going to set, right now, there's no bonds on those charges, sir. I'm going to go ahead and set bonds. Bond on count 1 will be $1,500, count 2, $500. There'll be a condition that you have no contact whatsoever with the alleged victim in this case, and that you not return to 2230 Cascade Boulevard, apartment 106. Also, in case number 17, excuse me, in case number 17, CF 1850, you're charged with violation of probation. There's no bond in that. I will appoint the office of the public defender to represent you in that case. Good luck to you. Thank you. Iris Fuentes. Have we heard from the alleged victim in Iris Fuentes?
We did not hear from the victim, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Okay, tell me your name, please.
Iris Fuentes.
Good morning, ma'am. You were arrested on a charge of simple battery. There's no bond at this time. I'm going to set bond in the amount of $500 with a condition that you have no contact with the alleged victim in this case. That can be modified once the state hears from the alleged victim that they're not in fear for their safety, but until I have that information, the statute requires I set no contact. I will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Good luck to you.
Your Honor, very briefly, I'm sorry to interrupt. On the issue of probable cause for Ms. Langone,
Yeah?
it appears that the alleged victim in the case refused to have photos of his injuries taken.
Yeah?
The officer didn't say that there were any, I don't recall if the officer said there were any injuries. He refused to give a sworn statement, and he does not want to move forward with charges, and there doesn't appear to have been any physical injury. I don't know if Your Honor would be inclined to set a nominal bond in this case?
If I would have heard from the victim, I would, but without any victim contact, I'm just disinclined to do so. I understand your request, and based upon these facts, it's a fair request. I just want to hear from a victim, that's all. So
Understood.
I'll leave it as it is, but thank you. Next is Kendra Lockheed. Kendra Lockheed.
I will talk to you afterwards, okay?
Tell me your name, please.
Kendra Lockheed.
You've been arrested on a charge of petty theft, first offense. It appears you qualify for pretrial release, so I'll release you either on a $500 bond with an order that you never return to Kohl's again, or pretrial release with that same condition. So if you're able to bond out, you can. If not, pretrial release will also permit you to be released. So if you don't have the money, you can still get out. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
But no more Kohl's for you. And I will appoint the Office of
No,
the Public
sir.
Defender. Good luck. Next case I have is Andrea Melendez Diaz.
Morning.
Morning. Tell me your name, please.
Andrea Melendez Diaz.
You've been arrested on a misdemeanor charge of battery and unable to contact the victim, no priors. I will go ahead based upon the allegations and set bond in the amount of $500 or pretrial release, so it's one or the other. So if you don't have the money, you can still get out on pretrial release because it indicates you qualify. And there'll be a condition that you have no contact with the alleged victim in this case until the state attorney's office or the court hears otherwise. I will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Victor Montanez. Tell me your name, please.
Victor Martinez.
Good morning, sir. You've been arrested on a misdemeanor charge of battery. There is probable cause for your arrest. We have not heard from the alleged victim in this case, so I'm going to release you the same as the others, an alternative. It's either a $500 bond or it's a pretrial release. Whether it's one or the other, they each have the same condition that at this time you have no contact with the alleged victim in this case. I will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Good luck to you.
I have a question, Your Honor.
Okay, what can I do for you? Okay, the question has been withdrawn. Next. Correct. Next is Sandra Moulton. Now, does this indicate that she's out on bond on that 19 case? Okay. Good. Okay, I see it. Thank you. Tell me your name, please.
Sandra Moulton.
Ma'am, you've been arrested on a charge of petty theft and providing a false name. There is probable cause for your arrest. Bond on count 1 is $250. On count 2, the petty theft is $500 with a condition you not return to any Walmart in the continental United States. In case number 19 CF 1838, I will revoke your bond, having found probable cause for your theft at Walmart. I will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Good luck to you. Next is Orlando Rosa Rodriguez. Good morning. We've been unable to contact the alleged victim in this case, and it indicates that you qualify for pretrial release even though you have 18 failure to appears. I'm kind of shocked by that. But there is probable cause for your arrest.
18 what?
Failure to appears.
We're here? No, never. I never been here.
Okay.
I never been here. I'm a federal employee, work for the post office.
I'm going to go ahead and set bond anyway. It's okay. But, so what I'm going to do is, I found probable cause for your arrest. I'm going to set bond at $250 with the condition, no contact with the victim until I hear from the victim that the victim's not concerned about their safety. And let's see, what does it say about pretrial release? You do qualify. So it's a $250 bond or pretrial release. Both will have the same condition of no contact. I will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Good luck to you, sir. Caitlin White. Tell me your name, please.
Caitlin White.
You are charged with petty theft. There is probable cause for your arrest. Bond is $500. You also qualify for pretrial release, so I'll give an alternative bond as I've done with other people, just in case you don't have money, you shouldn't have to sit in jail. So the bond is $500 or pretrial release. There's a condition of both of those that you never return to Coles again, so you're done with Coles until this case is over at least. I will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Has Aaron Dollar Zachary returned from the hospital? Yes. He's back? Good morning, sir. Tell me your name, please.
Zachary Dollar.
It appears you were arrested on a warrant, and bond has already been set in count 1 at $500 and count 2 at 0. I will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. And does that cover all the charges? Because I have a whole list.
No, Your Honor, it appears there are 2 additional charges.
So I've got the warrant for there. Give me a second. Here we go. Here's the second page. It's the resisting with violence and the aggravated assault. And there is probable cause for those offenses as well. I am going to set bond count 1 at $1,000 and count 2 I'll leave at $1,500. I will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Your Honor, just very quickly on the trafficking on Mr. Dollar's case, on the trafficking of methamphetamine,
Yeah,
you know, admittedly, I'm not, it is a first-degree felony. Is he
I know.
technically, is he,
I don't understand
Is he
it, but the
technically
judge said none. He can file a motion for bond.
I understand, Your Honor.
Personally, I don't have the facts in front of me, so I can't make that decision. Whichever judge made that decision had those facts, and I'm going to rely upon that. I'm not in a position now to have the facts presented to dispute that, but I agree a first-degree felony is entitled to bond unless there's been a
Yes, Your Honor,
motion filed by the state.
it's not a
I know that.
I understand, it's not a capital offense or
Or life
understand.
offense, for which proof is evident or the
Thank you.
presumption is great. I'm familiar with the Constitution, but I don't have the facts in front of me to make a hearing or to have a hearing. If you want to set a motion for bond where the state is on notice and they can come here, I'm willing to set bond on that count, because according to the charge, it seems like I should do that, if that makes sense. I just don't have the
I
facts
understand,
in
Your
front
Honor.
of me.
It's
That's the
it's not going to be my, I'll make sure to email the attorney who has the
Email the
case. They'll-
attorney,
I
have
think
them
they'll
file a
the-
motion. I think that your client should be entitled to a quick motion on that. I agree. The last
Thank you,
case,
Your Honor.
you're welcome. The last case I have is Darius Anderson.
You can obviously feel free to interject.
Tell me me your name, please?
Darius Anderson.
So it appears you have an active warrant out of Seminole County for a failure to appear. And in this case, you were arrested on grand theft auto, resisting with violence, battery on a law enforcement officer, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, and false name. I reviewed the police report. I believe there's probable cause for your arrest. The total bond amount is $11,500 as follows. Grand theft, $2,500. Resisting with violence, $1,000. BLEO, known as battery and law enforcement officer, $2,500. Aggravated battery, $5,000. And the misdemeanor, last count, $500. I will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent
Judge,
you.
if I may, Judge,
Yes.
there were some emails sent to the clerk up there on this case. Those charges that you just read, those are for Polk County. This defendant was arrested over the line.
Yes.
Now Polk County turns that they don't want to prosecute and they don't want to pick this gentleman up. The jail here is asking for you to ROR him on these charges so he can move on to another county that he has a detainer for.
Okay, I heard what you said. Let me ask the prosecuting authority what its position is. There is probable cause. It appears from reading the police report, it was a Haines City Police Department pursuit. A representative from the Osceola County Jail has indicated that they heard that Haines City is not going to prosecute. I don't know that. And so I'm
Your Honor,
hesitant, I'm hesitant to take action, but what's your position?
Yeah, I don't know that either, so I would suggest that.
Can I reset this for tomorrow and give you a chance to get more information from the Osceola County Sheriff's Office who actually signed, actually Haines City
Your-
PD signed this, but go on, what were you gonna say?
That's correct, Your Honor. I spoke with Officer Fu from Correction. She's the liaison who coordinates, I guess, issues between inmates in the jail and the court system. It appears that he was arrested by the Haines City Police Department, but the car had crossed over
Yes.
into Osceola County.
There's a song about
So he
that.
was booked in the
One
Os-
toke over the line, go on.
Yes. So he was actually booked in the Osceola County Jail.
Because
Ms.
Florida Statute 901 says that's what has to happen, so they followed the law.
Yes. Yes. So Ms. Fu informed me that she spoke with someone in the Osceola County Sheriff's, in the State Attorney's Office for the 10th Circuit. This person's name, a state attorney by the name of, in the 10th Circuit, so that's Polk County, by the name of Karen, I don't have her, I have the emails in front of me.
How many errands are in the system?
No, it's a Karen, I'm sorry.
Karen, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah? But I don't
Karen-
have, I don't
Karen
have
Burnett.
anything. I've got sworn affidavits in front of me. Get me something else.
I understand.
I'll recall this tomorrow and give you a chance to get me a copy of it or show it to the state. I'm willing to take that action.
I understand.
But not on the information I have now. Do you want me to reset this for tomorrow,
I
give you a
understand.
chance?
Yes, Your Honor, but just for the courts,
Wait, hang on one second. Madam Clerk has found something. From whom? From? Okay. I'm being handed something that's got a state attorney type signature on it. So let me look at that. Let me share it with the state
Thank
here,
you.
okay?
appreciate it.
Oh, that's Osceola Corrections. Yeah, that's not good. So I've got a letter here from Inmate Services Supervisor. That's not gonna do it. Karen Barnett at the 10th Circuit was spoken to. Just get me something. So I'll reset this for tomorrow, give you a chance to do that, and I'll take the action you're requesting if you can get me something, okay?
I'm sorry, what is it exactly Your Honor is seeking? I'm sorry.
I want a document on official letterhead by somebody in authority saying that they are not going to prosecute this case and they would like me to ROR this person. But I want a document to that effect.
Okay.
okay? And I'll reset this for, I'll
ju-
reset
just-
this, I'll reset this for tomorrow, unless you don't think that's enough time, and I'll reset it for Monday. Tell me what you want.
I don't know that, could we, just out of an abundance of caution, could we try to just readdress this tomorrow, see what I
Yeah.
can come up with?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Stays bonded, what is said, just like it is, and we will revisit this tomorrow. Okay. Thank you, Osceola. See you after church tomorrow.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What time is church done so we can get started earlier than